Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here. We're talking about my favorite thing in the entire world. Cryptocurrency. 44k Bitcoin. What a great day. So we're in Pulse Chain today. We're looking at a brand new protocol. This is PLS Farm. It just launched and it's going to be launching fully tomorrow, right? So at the moment there's a single asset staking of it. If you did get into the pre-sale for this, we had pre-sale opportunities for this on the channel, then you were met with a decision to make. The decision you had to make was, do I stake all of my cow tip? That's the token. Do I stake all of my cow tip, tipping those cows over, right, into the yield farm for eternity and get paid out for the eternity of the platform? Or do I start claiming my tokens now from the pre-sale in a vested way and not be able to stake it for eternity in the cow tip and not get those juicy rewards? So actually I had two pre-sale positions. So I did one of each. And now we're going to have a look at which one has done better. How's the token price been doing since launch and what is happening tomorrow? What can we do with this farm tomorrow and going into the future? So let's get straight to it. This is wallet number 1, we shall call it. And I went fully into the cow tip with this. So I had the pre-sale position here. You have, if you got into the pre-sale, it is here, claim pre-sale button on the left-hand side there. Very simple. I had an allocation of 13,000 cow tip and I claimed it all and I sacrificed it. I sacrificed all of it into the yield barn, right? Which is here. Quite cool little cow there shaking its head. The yield barn is paying at the moment 1,036% APR, juicy stuff. That's 3% a day. And in one day, I've earned $56 of LP. So let's just get to it on what I'm going to do with this side of the equation, right? So again, this is on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain is a really fun chain, which is always kicking off with brand new projects. And this is a project I've been waiting for a long time to launch. So we have $56 of tokens, 11,961 LP tokens to earn. My deposit here is locked, and it is locked forever, NA, right? I have one active stake. It is 130,000 crops. So we just claim this, right? So we claim out the $56, and we're going to get LP given to us, right? The LP we get rewarded in, we're then going to stake in the farm, and that's going to earn us more tokens. The emissions for the farm are starting in about 12 hours. So that's those tokens taken out, my earned yield, right? Claimed out. Good stuff. Now I will come to farm section and we're gonna have a look at what's happening in the farm. Nice. So here you can stake and farm your cow tip tokens, so get tipping. So there's a couple options that we can go for here. The one that we're going to have a look at first is here, cow tip with Pulse LP. That's what I would just have earned from the farm. You can see there's a TVL of 14,000 here at the moment. We'd have to approve this one. So we get that here. Ba-ba-boom, bada bing, bada boom. I don't want to approve all that. You want to approve what you have, not more than what you have, always in any farm, right? Just so that you don't need to go through later on and revoke so many approvals. So I've got this many. I'm going to add a 1 to that, just so it'd be a couple of $100, right? Okay. And what for the ledger, the old ledge to do its business. Okay, press all the buttons again. God, these fingers, man. I've had a lot of action. It's not what I'm talking about. Dirty bastard. Right. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. We can then take our earned cow tip PLS tokens and we're going to stake them right in here, right? Because the yield, when this kicks off, right? So in 12 hours, I believe it is, when everything kicks off on this farm, the highest, juiciest yield is going to be, in the first 10 seconds. The first hour is going to have the highest yield. There's a 0% deposit fee, 0% withdrawal fee. Essentially, you're gambling with the fact here, is cow tip going to go up or down after the launch of the farm, emission start of it, so it will probably start to go down in value. But at the same time, people are going to be buying it to put it into the farm to get the high emissions. At the same time as that, these high emissions are going to be giving us so many tokens. that is going to be worth more than the fact that I've put the money in here, right? So this is the balance, the perfect balance of the start of a yield farm. This is a really fun way to start a yield farm. Coming and looking at the other farm sections we can check as well, which are also starting, right? Other emissions. We have different pools, which we can go into, which have deposit fees. So the native token, CowTip with Pulse, has no deposit fee. The other ones you're going to form on PulseX V1, apart from the two bottom ones are PulseX V2. We have Pulse Drip down here. Pulse Drip, one of my favorite platforms. We can pair up liquidity here. And on V2 PulseX and farm here for probably very high juicy APR, the deposit fee is 2.2% into this and withdrawal fee. Other ones of note, Pulse token has not been doing very well recently in terms of price performance. You could then decide to pair up your Pulse token with a stable coin. That means you're kind of shielding the Pulse token from the kind of decline in its overall value in the past month or so. Again, down 2.2% today. We're in a bit of a dip period. I still think it's going to go up over the last 180 days. Yeah, we're down from 0.00012 to more than 50% down from there, right? So you could pair it with a stable coin to protect your Pulse token's value, right? Because that stable coin will be doing that. It'll be fighting for you, protecting from the bears. Or if you're bullish, pair your Pulse with ETH, and they both rocket up into space. Other ones of options, Pulse with incentive as well, if you've been farming incentive. I do have a lot of incentive. You can pair up here and make some extra cash on that. Goat token, which is another partner pool. Goat is an elephant money fork on Pulse Chain, so you can buy that, or Pulse Drip. So I will be getting some Pulse Drip and Pulse liquidity in here. I'm not going to do it on video, because we've got other things to talk about, but that's where I'm going. So I'm going CowTip Pulse, I'll be going Pulse DAI, and I'll be going Pulse P-Drip, right? So that's that one covered. Now let's have a look at something else, which is my other wallet and what I did in that wallet, right? Because we have a different strategy, different strategies for different days. So here I can come to claim pre-sale, and I have already claimed out 1,121 CowTip tokens. And I have another pending 2,000 tokens. That means my allocation here, I can't sacrifice it all anymore. So I am going to claim out the tokens into my balance. And I'm going to be using these with a different strategy, right? Because, of course, sacrificing all your tokens into the yield barn to earn yourself juicy yield is really fun and bullish, but there is a lot of risk there. This is a risky DeFi, right? So with this option, I'm going to be holding the token and watching to see how it's going to do in terms of value, right? As this farm gets close to opening, are we going to be able to see stellar price performance? So here's the chart from launch. We saw a boom. That's about 100% pump, 2x on launch of the token. And now we've seen a bit of a decline in the price, but we're still well up from the beginning of it. In terms of metrics for this, let's get some metrics. Sorry, 1 second. I got to click here. CowTip Pulse, that's the one. So up 59%, up 60% today. Quite good descending wedge coming down here. The market cap is 400,000. The liquidity is 280,000. So lots of liquidity for trading, lots of market cap as well, right? You'll see there's some sales coming in at the moment. This will be people deciding if they either bought or sold the pre-sale position, and also by going into the yield barn, what they're doing with their yield that they got from it as well. Different folks do different things. So for me now, I have pulled out some more of that token. So then I've claimed out 3,222. So we can come to PulseX, and we need to have a look at what kind of value that's worth. So you trade this on PulseX. If you go to PulseX normally now, what you're going to get is this, right? Which can be a bit confusing. Basically, PulseX pulled itself fully decentralized. Now to use PulseX, you're going to be working with a IPFS site or running on your desktop. The one that I use usually is NFT Storage Link. You click that, then it's going to bring you to normal PulseX, where you can take the CowTip contract address, right, and put it in there. If you want the CowTip contract address, come to the docs section of their site, and you will find it, right? Where's the docs? Home, probably. Read the docs, right? Then you'll find the contract address in the docs. Okay, that's where you're going to get it. Or you can do the same thing here, right? Connect your wallet here, and then do I have Cowtip in here? Because we might have to get the address actually. No. Okay, let's get the contract address. Read the docs. Surely someone will have put the contract address in here. Token details, website, Telegram, X, contracts. There we go. This is DeFi 101. Okay, Cowtip token. Boom, there we go. That one there. So then we come back to PLS farm. We go to Pulse X. We're connected. We click here and Cowtip. Okay, import the token. Understand. So now after connecting again, okay, lots of connections, we will see how much Cowtip's worth. So at the moment I have $300 worth of Cowtip token, or 6 million. And I think the allocation I went in with this was about 12 million. So I'm already almost halfway to ROI of my position inside of PLS farm from getting to the pre-sale. The pre-sale position, of course, was offered to us, to our DAO, through the SCC, the NFT collection. By owning the NFT, you were able to get into a prize draw. The prize draw would then get you into the pre-sale for PLS token. We also airdrop monthly Matic to our NFT holders as well. We have multiple pre-sales that are happening quite often in our private DAO. So by owning the NFT, people were able to get into the pre-sale. Now they're able to buy, sell the token, whereas other people are waiting for the emissions. At the moment, they can just buy it, right? So that's one of the advantages. So with this one, what I'm going to do is sell half the Cowtip into PLS and then do the same thing. Come to the farm section, zap, I love that, and come into the Cowtip PLS here and farm in here with it. Therefore, I'm earning Cowtip on both accounts, but in a completely different dynamic manner, right? Different risk levels. The benefit of this strategy of claiming out all the tokens and putting them into the farm is I might not get such high APR, but at any point I feel like the token is dipping too much, or I feel the risk is too high, I want to get some of my investment back from the pre-sale, I can just pull out my liquidity, split the token, take the Pulse token, maybe consider putting the Cowtip in the yield barn instead, or sell some of the Cowtip out as my profit, right? All can be done there. So that's cool. Quick little video today on how this is all working, what's going to be going on in the future. So tomorrow the emissions start. We will get super high emission APRs from the launch of this. That's why I'm going to get to work now, pairing up my Pulse with my Pulse strip and my Pulse with my DAI, getting them in this farm and getting ready for emission launch. Let's go. Okay, thanks very much for joining me on today's video on PLS farm. Really happy it's launched. Been a long wait. Peace. Have a great day. And remember, don't get wrecked.